the importance of darshan. In Swami's education system, Swami says a student and the educational institutions not only cater to the intellect, the training of the mind, but all aspects of personality. That is the uniqueness of Sai educational system, as you all know, in the Balvikas or Presadal and then Sevadal or everything. Every time Swami says, we need to be trained in all aspects of our life. He said, eating, sleeping, walking, talking, everything is a training after all. In the universities or in the schools, they train the mind. They train the mind so that you can make your calculations very, very fast. You can clear the IIT JAM or JEE or whatever, or NEET. All that is a training of the mind. Swami says, Bahugrantha Parichaya, that is conversant with the number of books. If you are one, then you become a professor. Nothing more is needed. But the Swami said that is only a bookish knowledge. But there are so many more different types of knowledge which one should acquire as their student. And that is Sai educational system, as some of us know. So we cater to every aspect of personality. And then spiritual aspect, Swami says, is the most important part of it. In fact, Swami says the intellectual attainments or any other attainments in life are nothing if you do not have the spiritual basis, because they all will not stand, because spiritual basis is the foundation. And then that's why Swami has integrated the Suprabhatam, the Bhajans, the morning prayer, college prayers, everything into the curriculum of our university. So we have in the evenings, we go for bhajans after college is over. Twice a week, Swami made a compulsory games. On those days, we used to go for games, and then the rest of us used to go for bhajans, and then it takes on rotation. So everyone goes 4 days for bhajans, and then 2 days for the games. So one such evening, that was a formative year of the university. So, things were not as structured as it is now. So we had, our professor has announced suddenly, he said, tomorrow I'm going to conduct an exam. And then, we students as we were, so we did not prepare well. And then he just announced, he said, tomorrow morning I'm going to conduct. He announced in the evening. So some of us felt, they said, okay, we will study. We have to get maximum time for our studies. We will go for darshan, and after darshan, bhajans used to be at 6 o'clock. So there was clear 1.5 hours. And then we would come back and then study for the exam. That's what we all thought. I was in my MSc physics that time. So after darshan, we quietly came back. We did not tell the warden. And we quietly came back and then started reading in the hostel. After finishing the interview, Swami again came round, and Swami used to go around. And then he would interact with the students. Again, number of Samarpan speakers would have told you so many of interactions. And then, that's the best time. And that day, Swami came once again and went around everywhere. Being the first batch of PG students, naturally Swami knew us all by name almost. And then he went around everywhere and found that we were not there. Went to the warden, called him and said, we don't know what happened. After bhajans, we were happily sitting there and reading. He came, called for us, gave a mouthful to all of us. He said, pack your bag and baggage and get out of the hostel. This is what Bhagawan has mentioned to me. He said, if they do not know the value of the bhajans, if they do not know the value of the spiritual content, spiritual training which is being imparted, they don't deserve to be as Swami's college students. That is the importance of Swami. Of course, we had to, literally turn upside down to again win back Swami's attention. Fortunately, he didn't throw us out, and we still were the students. But that instant taught me the importance of bhajans, because that is the one which we connect to God. Swami says, you would have heard that bhajan workshop time, how we can connect to Bhagawan. We don't have to do anything extra. Whatever we are doing, sanctify. That's what Swami always tells us. He said he does not expect any of us to do hours and hours of meditation. He said, whatever are your duties, do them and then offer them to me. That's all it is. That is the simplest thing which we can ever do. And that's how he simplified and given the importance of bhajans and all spiritual activities. So all of us should remember, whenever we get a chance, said getting into satsang is again, as I say, as you know, it is Shankaracharya has mentioned, Manushyatvam Mumukshatvam Mahapurusha Samsarkam. It is not given to us very easily. It is the grace of the Lord alone. We have the desire to listen to Swami. We have the desire to go near to Swami. Even that is his blessings. Let us cherish that and increase that yearning for Swami.